So someone who watched Flakko off camera pretty much every single day, he's getting ready to tell his truth about Poetik Flakko and maybe even some other people up at No Jumper. You know, if he keeps getting mad, Flakko, he might be in some serious trouble when it comes to these YouTube streets. Let's get into it.
He saw Jay Reed, and Adam greeted Jay Reed, and Adam left Jay Reed there on the.
I mean, Flakko, bro, all you gotta do is watch his content to figure out what he does. And
hey, I've been calling it out for what, a year now, right? Flakko has no respect for his audience, and I mean that in multiple ways, okay? I have a little quote. Now, this quote is from a very credible source. It's used to teach people about, journalism. This is called Sound Reporting Second Edition, the NPR Guide to Broadcast, Podcast, and Digital Journalism, okay? And kind of starts off just introducing, what the book's all about, of course. But there's this cool little paragraph I'm going to read now. It goes, in this chapter, I focus on those values. So then the list of values is what it is. But the very first one, respect. Tony Cavan, I hope I said his name correctly, spent 20 years at CBS News before NPR hired him as its managing editor for standards and practices in 2021. As someone coming from commercial broadcasting, I really value the respect we have for our listeners. He says NPR is selective about calling something breaking news and doesn't Hefeism, titillate, something like that, with voyeuristic crime stories. We'll just say doesn't dabble with voyeuristic crime stories. Now, this is where it applies to Flakko damn near directly. We're not covering the trial of that woman in Idaho who killed her children and went to Hawaii with her husband or whatever. We're trying to maintain a level of respect of ourselves and of our audience and of each other. We'll close it out right there. So that's from one of the biggest platforms in the whole wide world. They indoctrinate their journalists. They all read this book. Journalist students everywhere read this book. If you're into journalism and things like that, I suggest you read that book. But you see, long before I ever read that book, I had a problem with, and it's not just Flakko, I have a problem with this trend that's on YouTube that, somebody gets, gunned down buying weed and everybody's sprinting to their computer to cover it despite never having covered this guy before. When those YouTubers got into it in Vegas, everybody literally Flakko sprinting to his computer, leaving dates and all types of shit, running full speed to fire up the screen recording software, piece together their little story, hop on the mic and get to it, get cracking for a couple $100, maybe $1,000 on a video. I call it digital grave robbing. You're basically digging up bodies and getting whatever content that money out of content that you can get out of the situation, despite not giving a single fuck about what you're talking about. That's disrespectful to the audience, is what NPR is teaching in that book. But anyways, back to Donnie on the boards.
I mean, I fuck with Flakko, but after he found out I let go, he called me, stay in touch, anything you need, I'll help you, I got you. So I just did a temperature check, right? And I was I hit him back hey, bro, at this point, I was at 840 subs. I was bro, I need another 160 subs to get monetized. I don't know if you do shout outs, but if you could shout a brother out, that shit would probably help me get to 1,000. That fucking dude ghosted me for a week, and then he hit me back and was oh yeah, I got you, I'll do it tomorrow morning. Did it ever happen? No. And then I did another temperature check just to see when we found out Loose Cannon and Sharice broke up. I was hey, you talked to Sharice, right? Have you heard anything? Is this shit true? And he didn't even answer me back. So it's bro, Flakko, you motherfucker, you're the one that called me first to fucking get the gossip and find out what happened. And then I hit you back to see, you said you'll help a brother out, and then you just don't even fucking answer? So it's bro, I'm this close to fucking turning on some of these dudes, bro. Why'd you even call me? You know what I'm saying?
Well, y'all know I'm here for it. I hope he turns on some of these dudes quick. Sounds like some good content to me. And before we get too much further into this video, let me just make this clear. A lot of my intentions behind making this video is that I want you guys to go and follow Donnie. Help him get over that 1,000 sub marker if he's not already there by the time this video drops, okay? At the time of me recording this, he's at 952 or 953, something like that. So he's not that far away from 1,000 subs. Just come on, y'all. Go over there, hit that subscribe on his channel so he can start making money off of every video he posts as long as it follows certain guidelines. Just some backstory on Donnie in case some of y'all didn't watch his appearance on the Day in LA podcast. He's a father. I forget of how many kids, but he has multiple kids. He was let go, not unexpectedly, but still he was fired. So it's not like he chose to leave. It's not like he was able to get all of his affairs in order before he was cut off from his primary source of income, being No Jumper, being on the board. It's in the name. He's the switcher guy. He's switching the cameras, making sure the audio is good, stuff like that. But he's been running his reaction channel for a few months now. I can't remember exactly how many months, but he did the Lush One Mayor MacArthur Park video, the vlog where Lush literally burns out where he buys the Fetty Wap pills at on that stream, or one of the spots that you can buy them at on that not stream, on that vlog. So go check out that video after y'all sub up to his channel so he can start making money on that video. That's a good piece of journalism right there, and I think Donnie deserves some ad revenue from what he's contributed to the community off of that video alone. Plus, he does daily reactions, and as you see, he's getting ready to start dropping inside, information, inside dirt on some of our least favorite No Jumper hosts. So I'm here for it, and I want y'all to be here for it too. Please, if you rock with my channel, get Donnie to 1,000 subs by the end of today. I'm gonna check on his channel at 9 p.m. Pacific time, and if it's not at 1,000 subs, I'm not dropping a video tonight / at 3 a.m. or what. Y'all know how I get. I'm not dropping it until Donnie gets to 1,000 subs. How about that?
I should have never even answered his damn call.
Property. So who did he leave Jay Reed there with, who was supposed to be in charge of the property? Oh, Beast, you're back in my live.
Yeah, I fuck with Ralphie, but his streams, they just kind of be like smoking, sitting back. I don't know. They're really not super into it, it seems like. And I've heard Ralphie say that his channel's not monetized. So I'm sure he's getting bread other ways, obviously. But he probably doesn't really got that much interest in his channel if he's not monetized.
Sit down.
And that's why I'm glad I quit smoking, so you don't have to see me smoking on the right here anymore, because that really hurts you when you smoke on your stream.
Shut up and don't you touch a damn thing. Period. Because you missed. I gave you a whole shout out, Beastie Boo. Because
Flakko ain't got no friends. He just got the hoes that he pays a couple hours to come hang out with him.
Be back over here running these court docs. I would be someplace else, but I'm back.
Hell no, diabolical. Pays a couple hours. So I don't know if that counts as confirmed, but we've heard it from the horse's mouth, and then he tried to say he's just trolling with how much that little shit costs. And all right, buddy, you better be careful. That's a charge. You out here breaking the law.
Over here. And that's why I'm up at this time of morning on the East Coast, a time that's not normally mine. And I'm running this content because Adam is connected to your general. And because of you, you always remind me of where I'm supposed to be. And that's right here, right on your general neck, honey. So thank you for reminding me where I'm supposed to be. Now watch as I build my numbers back up. Now let's continue.
No, yeah, that shit really kind of bothered me with Flakko, bro. Like, you want to reach out to me, talk, and then say all this bullshit, and then all he had to do was say, no, I don't do shout-outs. All right, cool, I respect it, because I've never seen him do a shout-out, so I wouldn't have been mad if he doesn't do that on his channel. But don't tell me stay in touch. If I ever need anything, hit him up. Because I'm the kind of guy, bro, I ain't shy. I'll temperature check you, bro. I'll ask you a weird question just to see if you got my back or not. And then I'll be like, nah, I just wanted to temperature check, see what time it was. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I would have took the shout out to get to 1,000 subs because that's my goal right now. But there's sometimes I'll ask people shit just to see the temperature, bro. Like, do you really got my back? Should I really have your back or not? You know what I'm saying?
Now, I get it. Maybe, like you said, maybe Flakko doesn't do shout outs on YouTube. Maybe he's not, he didn't see a way that he could make a dedicated video. But honestly, it's not that hard to, the next time you react to some no jumper shit, or he could have reacted to DeJean Paul dragging his name through the mud on a weekly basis and just, shout out Donnie at the end. Like, I watched Donnie on there. He kept it solid. He wasn't on there being messy, spilling a bunch of insider secrets or nothing like that. Shout Donnie, go follow his channel. It's not that hard to do. He always shouts out his next fucking video at the end of the shit. And you don't necessarily have to do that, considering the algorithm is going to show it to the people if you shout it out at the end of the video or not. But hey, what do I know? I'm not going to tell someone else how to run their channel, but I can point out things where it's like, yeah, he probably kind of moving kind of fake. You don't really fuck with Donnie like that. And, another source that he could have helped Donnie with is his Instagram. He has a pretty substantial Instagram following, Flakko, that is. And he could have just made a story post saying, go follow Donnie on the boards. But I don't think that's very hard to do. You've fraternized with Sharp. Flakko literally defended Sharp, 6 months ago when Sharp, that video dropped of him having kind of a heated conversation in the kitchen late at night with one of his little mistresses. And she was alleging some things on Sharp that happened, tied to that video. Flakko went on No Jumper and defended Sharp. So, Sharp is damn near as top of Adam as T-Rail. So I think you could shout out Donnie, who's not leaving the company on bad terms. But anyways, I'm shouting out Donnie. You already know what to do. This is the end of the video, so go follow Donnie. Go hit that subscribe button on Donnie's channel. You can let him know Just Clip sent you or not. Doesn't matter. And Donnie, I watched you on DeJean Paul's podcast. This is me returning the favor. Granted, yeah, I have a bigger YouTube following technically than DeJean Paul in the Day in LA podcast. But at the end of the day, that's still a platform, especially with his Instagram following and whatnot, that's pretty substantial in the LA area. And you didn't have to shout my channel out when you mentioned Big Chat Smart World. Shout out the homie Big Chat Smart World, and shout out Point and Shoot. You shouted us all three out together in the same sentence, and I appreciate you for that, Donnie. So this is me returning the favor. And, I'm wishing you much success and happiness in this new chapter of your career. Peace, y'all.